WEFUNK. We funk.
But I do, of course, want to end on a little bit more of a fun note with some of the other, fun Jersey food that we can talk about. Because I wanted to ask, but, does your father eat anything other than hot dogs? Does he go to any Jersey burger places? Can we do, does he do pizza, anything,
I think, yeah, he's like all of us from North Jersey. We like our pizzas and our hamburgers and our hot dogs. So he likes their group is strictly a hot dog group, but not just a hot Texas Wiener group. So we followed them on that crawl. But they do you mentioned a few things like they're always telling me, like what's that hot dog? They're telling me like a hamburger place down. Is it in Jersey City or something like White
Manor.
White
Manor, of course.
One in Hackensack, one in Jersey City.
You should go to the Hackensack one. Is like the real.
That's
got the real vibe. It's like as big as a shoebox. 90% of the inside of the place is taken up by the grill. But really,
so it is really good.
Yeah.
Delicious.
For sure. They're kind of like the White Castle style slider burgers, but they're covered in onions, steamed potato buns.
Way better.
The other thing he's really into is more, I guess you would say, the Jersey cheesesteak, going down the Seaside.
Right.
So going to the boardwalks.
JR's. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
So, which tend to be a little less chopped maybe sometimes than the Philly cheesesteak, if I recall correctly. So, yeah, they're big cheesesteak fans, but not so much the Philly cheesesteak, more the Jersey.
Yeah, the boardwalk cheesesteak. Boardwalk food, nothing better than boardwalk food, and that is another whole Jersey demographic of food. But
yeah, somebody's got to do that story. So I haven't been.
I mean, there's so much. Even the Jersey diners, like and you mentioned it with some of the work maybe on the Irishman, but I mean that's really what the Jersey food scene is known for, mostly from from Goodfellas and the Scorsese. But everybody knows that Jersey has the funky diners. TikTok. My favorite's the Bendix.
I was in one last night. I was in the Saddlebrook Diner at like 10 o'clock last night.
Perfect.
A burger and
Get some
fries.
disco. Disco fries is like the predominant, Jersey.
That's what my wife had, disco fries last night.
Perfect.
Well, most of the crew on the film was not from Jersey, so this was all
really.
And then we had a couple of our dinners at the TikTok Diner. So they were blown away, to your point, by this that it wasn't just the movies, that these things still exist.
Yeah. This is a part of.
And pick a piece of cake when you're done from the glass. That's the big thing at the diner. You're like, oh my God, how do you not?
Don't tell me that's like a Jersey diner exclusive thing. All around the world, do they not have display cakes of cakes like in the middle of the dining floor? Is that a?
Yeah, if they do, they all close down. Whereas in Jersey, they're still like crazy vibrant. Awesome.
Yeah, they're still thriving.
I worked for a delivery company where we had to deliver auto paint. And this is before GPS and MapQuest and all that stuff. I'm talking like the 80s. And whenever somebody would try to explain to one of us from the company how to get somewhere, it would always be like, yeah, there's a hot dog joint, right? Oh, I know where it is. Like as soon as you mention a food or a bar, a stripper
you go to
bar
Callahan's and you make a left.
Joint.
It's
right. A stripper bar or a hot dog joint. That was the point. Oh, there's somebody, okay.
That's the old school Jersey GPS. You got the exit and the local hot dog stand. That's all you need.
Yeah. But at least the diners and stuff, they've like evolved in some ways. You still, other than the Hot Grill, which is much more. These other places still, it's cash only. The recipes, the menus are on stuff at the wall on those old signs or paper plates or what have you.
Sure.
So,
Rutt's Hut looks the same it did when it opened.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like. And you got the hot dog wagon and Little Ferry, Annabella's, this is third generation at that I remember the father Richie, then the mother Annabelle. Now the son has been there. He's getting ready to retire. And the truck's been there, and he's got great dogs with the chili sauce and just three
by me, there's this old
that.
lady in either Midland Park or Wyckoff. I don't know exactly what town, but she's been there forever. This old lady that's got a little cart by the train station and has been selling sabrettes out of there for my whole life anyway. But
the dirty water dogs.
You can't go wrong with that. But I guess we could talk hot dogs all day, and I'm starving all of a sudden, so I might need to call an end to this and go have lunch. But
I had a meatball parm already from Moochie's Deli in Saddlebrook.
All right, nice,
Well, if
nice.
you ever, my brother's got this great Italian pizzeria called the Baldwin's up in Parsippany. That's got like
Really?
that guy's got extraordinary chicken and but yeah, that's the other thing, as you guys know, New York is the city, but also North Jersey. I live in LA and there's some great Italian places in LA, but crazy prices and everybody raves about them. And I always say you can go to any street corner in New Jersey and get as good a chicken parm sandwich for a third of the price.
100%. I say it. I've lived in New York City for a long time now. I say North Jersey's the best food place in the best food place in the world. I'd say, but actually, I think Food and Wine magazine actually just ranked Jersey the best pizza state in the country. Actually, just this like in the most recent episode or issue or whatever. So
followed closely by Staten Island. Go to Staten Island. Holy Christ!
I mean, I think New York is trying to lobby to get that officially named part of Jersey. So they want that to be the newest Jersey county. But David, we thank you so much for coming on. Before we get out of here, though, tell us what's next for the film, where people can see it. First of all, can I come on the next crawl? Can you ask? Can I be officially invited to the next hot dog crawl?
Yes, there's been some like food critics that have latched on. 3 guys that are going on their next crawl, so be happy to introduce you.
Yes, please send along my info.
Yeah, yes.
We're about to announce a few others. We're going to be in an Nantucket Film Festival. We're in the Indianapolis Film Festival, the Sarasota Film Festival this week. So if anybody wanted to stream it this week, you can see it in the Sarasota Film Festival. We're going to be in Napa Valley at one of the Oscar qualifying festivals.
Okay, and is all that going to be on the website? What was because I was checking out I found it through the website. What is it? onealltheway.com?
Yeah, you can check us out at oneallthewaymovie.com, and then on Instagram, we're probably most active. It's One All the Way Movie. At One All the Way Movie, and then the hope is because it's funny. Obviously a lot of folks aren't familiar with that, what even a festival is. So, I get a lot of like very old, old folks that have left, they're in their 80s. It's like they're not going to go out or they're not going to figure out the film festival part of it. So
right.
By the end of this run, my hope is by the fall, we can't do it now because it would disqualify us from the film festivals, but by the fall, we'll hopefully be up on streaming platforms.
You guys could have made the Oscars. You could have made the Oscars a lot more watchable.
Well, I was going to say, this year's big winner at the Oscars was Nomadland, which, as we were talking about last week, was based off of a book written by a Jersey girl. And I got a feel next year's big winner at the Oscars is going to be a short film documentary about the institution from Jersey. But honestly, I cannot stress how much I really enjoyed the film. I grew up in Jersey. Hot dogs are some of those places in particular are near and dear to my heart. But I really feel it's such a relatable to documentary for foodies and just like you said, the history of a city that's hopefully going to be seeing a revitalization. But really, just can't speak highly enough of the film. And David, definitely thank you so much for coming along.
I know. Give your dad our best.
Yes, absolutely, man.
I appreciate you guys spreading the word, and we'll have to we'll have to meet. Well, Rich won't go to the Hot Grill, so we'll have to go to.
I'll go. I'm there.
We'll go to Riverview East.
Yeah, we'll go to Riverview East instead.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, well, David, thank you again so much, man. Everybody, check out the film,
right,
One All the Way.
I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
WEFUNK. We funk.